Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the fascinating story of one of the world's most iconic brands, Coca-Cola. From its humble beginnings in a pharmacy to becoming a global giant, we'll explore how this fizzy beverage made its way from a simple experiment to a multi-billion-dollar empire. So grab a cold Coke, sit back, and let's get started. The year was 1886, and the place? Atlanta, Georgia. But back then it wasn't a corporate headquarters or a shiny factory. It was a small local pharmacy, owned by a man named John Stith Pemberton. Now Dr. Pemberton wasn't your average pharmacist. He was a former Confederate soldier and a self-taught chemist. After being injured in the Civil War, Pemberton became interested in creating a medicinal tonic to help people with ailments like headaches and fatigue. Pemberton initially created a syrup that he called Pemberton's French wine coca. This was actually a mix of coca leaves, yes, the same plant used to make cocaine, and cola nuts, which have a stimulating effect thanks to caffeine. It was marketed as a cure-all for pretty much anything from headaches to exhaustion. It was also an alcoholic beverage. But in 1886, Atlanta passed a law banning alcohol, and Pemberton had to rework his formula. Pemberton didn't give up. He took his formula, removed the alcohol, and continued tweaking the ingredients. This led to the creation of what we now know as Coca-Cola, a combination of sugar, caramel, carbonated water, cola nuts, and coca leaf extract, although the cocaine was eventually removed in the early 1900s. The first time Coca-Cola was sold to the public was at Jacob's Pharmacy in Atlanta on May 8, 1886. It was sold as a fountain drink for just 5 cents a glass. It was originally marketed as a temperance drink, a refreshing alternative to alcohol. The slogan was, "Drink Coca-Cola for a refreshing and invigorating experience." But at this point the brand was still just a local curiosity. While Pemberton created the formula, the man who truly turned Coca-Cola into a global brand was Asa Candler, a businessman who saw its potential. In 1888, Candler purchased the rights to Coca-Cola for just $2,300, and that's when the magic started to happen. Candler didn't just sell Coca-Cola at his pharmacy. He expanded the brand through aggressive marketing, offering coupons, creating the first Coca-Cola vending machines, and launching advertisements in newspapers. He was a visionary who knew that Coca-Cola could be more than just a local tonic. He wanted it to be a national sensation. By the early 1900s, Coca-Cola had spread to cities across the United States, and by the 1920s, it was a household name. The brand's image began to evolve too. Santa Claus as we know him today with his red suit and jolly demeanor, you can thank Coca-Cola for that. In the 1930s, Coca-Cola worked with illustrator Haddon Sundblom to create a series of festive ads featuring Santa, and it helped cement the look of the jolly old man. And don't forget the iconic Coca-Cola bottle. The famous contoured bottle design was introduced in 1915, and it was so distinctive that it could be recognized even if it was broken. Fast forward to today, and Coca-Cola is a global powerhouse. It's in nearly every country around the world, with countless variations and spin-offs, from Diet Coke to Coca-Cola Zero, and even seasonal flavors like cinnamon and gingerbread. And it all traces back to a small pharmacy in Atlanta, where a man named John Pemberton set out to create a drink that would eventually quench the thirst of millions. Coca-Cola is more than just a drink. It's a part of popular culture, a symbol of refreshment, and one of the most recognizable brands in the world. Whether you love it or hate it, there's no denying its place in history. So there you have it, the origin story of Coca-Cola. From a simple medicinal tonic to the world's most famous soft drink, it's an amazing journey of innovation, marketing genius, and persistence. I hope you enjoyed this deep dive into the history of Coca-Cola. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss out on our latest videos. Let me know in the comments. Do you prefer Coke or Pepsi, or are you a fan of a different drink altogether? I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.